Alright, in today's video, I'm going to be covering the top 5 best guns or best weapons to use in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Now, these guns are commonly used throughout the game. You see other people using them, and if you haven't used it yet, what are you doing? Give them a try. Like, top 1 in this list is underrated to me. Like, it's just underrated. No one uses it. I picked it up today, and boom, it's just overpowered. But it's either these guns are either a laser, or, matter of fact, they're all laser, but some of them you can make them have no recoil with the right attachment, right best class setup for it. But I'm going to be breaking down the best class setups for each one of these weapons, each 5 of these weapons. And yeah, I'm also going to be talking about what guns outgun each other and what guns you should push with or stay back with. Alright guys, let's get into it. Coming in at number 5 on this list, the P90. Now, with the P90, using this gun, you basically have to push. You have to be more up close and personal because this gun is really up close. It just doesn't really range. It's not really good at range. So, if you're in the mood to push basically everything, I would definitely use this gun. It's just really good for pushing. It's got a really nice fire rate, really fast fire rate, and the accuracy is pretty decent on this weapon. So the most important attachment for the P90 is definitely the barrel, the Forge Tac Retribution, as the pros are damage range, which you need because this is, you know, a short range weapon, bullet velocity and recoil control. The only con is the ADS speed and the movement speed. For the laser, you want to run the 5MW laser, as the pros are hip fire accuracy, so it's more accurate from the hip. Sprint to fire speed, so when you're sprinting, you can, you know, fire your weapon at the same time. And the only con is laser can be seen by enemies, which is found out that the green laser, as shown now, is they can see it obviously, and the red laser it's invisible. So if you're running red laser, it's invisible. Enemies can't see it if you choose to run the laser. For the stock, the Forge Tac CQB comb or combo, I don't even know, but it's one of those. For the pro, it's ADS speed. That's the only pro it has, no con. And for the rear grip, you want to run triple grip tape, and for the perk, you want to run sleight of hand, which you reload faster. As shown there, you reload pretty fast. 50 bullets, 50 rounds. You know, has a fast fire rate, so it spits out those bullets really fast. So you want to reload as fast as you can before getting rushed by the enemy team. Coming in at number 4 on this list, the PP19 Bison. Now this SMG is pretty good. Its aiming stability is a little bit off, I think, in my opinion. The recoil is pretty stable. I mean, it all depends on the class setup, obviously, but I'm just talking about the gun itself. When I first used this thing, I don't know if it got nerfed or not, don't get me wrong, but when I first picked up this thing a while ago, like maybe even a month ago, or maybe in the beginning of the game, shit, I was going, like, I was slapping with this gun. I was going ham and everything. It is just a nice weapon. It's pretty good mainly for like medium range. I think medium range, like it could range a little bit, but it's not the best really up close. I mean, it's good up close if you know what I'm saying, but it's not like PP9 or the P90 up close, you know. Yeah, no attachments really stand out to me on this class setup. Write it down. So for the barrel, you want to run the 8.7 aluminum. The pro to that is the ADS speed, faster ADS. The only con to that is the bullet velocity. For laser, you want to run tac laser. It's got more ADS speed, so faster ADS. So this gun's, you know, the faster the ADS, the better. Because you want to, you know, lay those enemies down as fast as you can. Also got aiming stability to help you aim, walking steadiness, and the only con to that is visible to enemies. So there's 3 pros of that, and 1 con. For the rear grip, you want to run the tripled grip tape. It's got ADS speed again, faster ADS, sprint to fire speed, and the only con for that is aiming stability. For the stock, you want to run the Corvus skeleton stock. It's got aim, walking, move speed, and also ADS speed. More ADS the better. More ADS speed the better. And the only con is the aiming stability. And for the perk, you want to run the sleight of hand. Now, I already know this gun has a lot of ammo, but if you put sleight of hand on, aka reload quicker, dude, you're golden. You got all that ammo. For the number 3 spot, we got the MP5. Now, the MP5 is just, you know, it's a total machine up close. Like, it's just, It's better than the P90, obviously. I mean, shit. Why is it on number 3? Oh, wait, it's better than the P90. But, dude, this gun is just, everybody used it. Everybody still uses it. Shit, this gun is just OP. Like, it's got a nice fire rate, and it's just, iron sights are just so beautiful. Okay, so the most overpowered attachment for the MP5 is definitely in the ammunition. That's the 10mm auto 30 round mags. The pros are the damage, like more damage added onto this gun and more range. That's literally like taking salt and pepper and putting it on food. Like you're just adding more to it. Like you're making the gun more overpowered than it already is. I mean, take advantage of it. Why not? Even though it got a little nerf, but that's okay. Alright, so for the laser, you want to run TAC laser. 80S speed is what it has, and also has aiming stability and aim walking steadiness. And the only con is laser visible to enemy. For the stock, you want to run the FTAC collapsible. I can never say that right. The pros is the movement speed and 80S speed. And, you know, with this gun, you want to be rushing a little bit. You could play, this is mostly like a medium type, like, you know, it's a rushing class, but you can also like stay back, like medium range, like because of the, you know, the range attachment. And the only cons of that are the aiming stability and recoil control. And the final attachment is rear grip, rubberized grip tape. The only pro for that is the recoil control. That's where your recoil comes in, and the only con is aiming stability. So this gun, you know, this SMG MP5 is OP. Alright, for number 2, the M4A1. Now, everybody knows about this gun. Of course, it's on number 2. It should be on number 1, but it's not because I found something better. But this gun can beat a sniper from distance. Alright, so for the most overpowered attachment is definitely the no stock because you just get more movement from that. Okay, for the barrel, you want to run the FSS 14.5 TAC Light. It has an increased ADS speed, and the only con is bullet velocity. For the rear grip, you want to run granulated grip. It has aiming stability, aim walk steadiness, and the only thing it takes up is the aim walking speed. For the stock, for the stock, you want to run no stock, and that it has movement speed and ADS speed, and the only cons are recoil and aiming stability. For the perk, you want to run sleight of hand because take a look at the clip. It has 30 bullets, so you definitely want to have reload quicker because this thing kind of reloads pretty slow in my opinion. But yeah, so the M4A1, you know, it ranges a sniper. It can range a sniper. It can beat a sniper. It can literally beat the P90 and the MP5 up close. It's that crazy. That fire rate's decent on the weapon too. It's just hands down definitely the best AR in Modern Warfare. Alright, so for the number 1 spot, we got the MP7, and this is why it's number 1, because it's just overpowered. It's a laser. It has little to no recoil. The fire rate's decent, and it just can map. I mean, it's alright at range, I guess. The medium range, so up close slash like kind of far, you know, it's pretty good. So, yeah. So definitely give this gun a try. The most overpowered attachment on this gun is definitely the barrel. It has 3 pros: damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. Okay, so for the laser, run the 5MW laser, and the pros for that is the hip fire accuracy, so it makes the hip fire, you know, better, being easier to, you know, hit the shots while you're hip firing. Sprint to fire speed. The only con is the laser visible to enemies, but who cares when you rush around, you know? Or you can play it safe with this weapon too. You can play whatever playstyle you want. You can play with this weapon. That's why it's so OP. And the rear grip, the stippled grip tape, and that has the ADS speed, you know, increased, and the sprint to fire speed. The only con is the aiming stability. For the barrel, you know, like I already mentioned, the FSS Recon has the damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control, with the only con of movement speed and ADS speed. And for the underbarrel, the Commando foregrip is what you want to run. The pros for that is the recoil stabilization and the aiming stability. The only con is the movement speed. But yeah, that's about it, guys.